okay to be professional about it and like send a text to your teammates. Send a text and be like, hey, like, love you guys. Or you don't even have to say love you guys. Just like, hey, sorry this didn't work out. Good luck. Da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Like, there's a way to handle that, I think.
What is up, world? Welcome back, Charge the Game podcast. And you guys remember how Dewanna Bonner exit the Indiana Fever, and then when she returned, she got booed, and everybody and their mama tried to make it about the Indiana Fever fan base, you know, being ugly, racist, you know, everything under the sun. Well, guys, Sophie Cunningham is here to tell us the real, which I must admit, I do like this Show Me Something podcast with her and her co-host Wes. I actually do see what everybody's talking about with Sophie Cunningham. You know, she definitely a little eye candy and stuff like that, but she's thoroughly organic, and that's something that I feel like sports is missing. She doesn't hold back. She doesn't bite her tongue, and she further exposes a lot of what we already knew about Dewanna Bonner's exit and does not hold back, guys. Keeps it real from her perspective. And guys, we just got to watch.
I just want to get into this because it just brought me back to like our fan base. And did you see that when DB came back and played for us? Because like DB was one of my vets when I was in Phoenix. And then we gathered here into Indiana. And like it was kind of a surprise that she was signed to Indiana anyway. And so we'll take her in a heartbeat. Like she's a Hall of Famer. She's a hell of a basketball player, can score from anywhere on the court. But she got to Indiana and she just like really wasn't happy. And like I want people to be happy. So that's why I'm kind of like neutral on this one, which a lot of people are surprised about. She's towards the end of her career, so like she deserves her flowers. She deserves to be happy. But I also think that if you're going to leave, like you're going to have to expect getting big. Like,
can't we already appreciate how Sophie is just openly honest, even though it's her teammate?
Yes, I think I'm right there with you. I think like I'm still rooting for her. Like I want her to end her career and be happy, but I also think that like it's okay to be professional about it and like send a text to your teammates. Send a text and be like, hey, like, love you guys. Or you don't even have to say love you guys. Just like, hey, sorry this didn't work out. Good luck. Da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? Like there's a way to handle that, I think. Yeah, I get booed all the time. But I think it's kind of fun because I think there's two different types of players though, that like some people can take a boo and other players, kind of like me, which like fans are dumb, but that like shit hypes me up. Like I'm all for that. Like if you give me that energy, then I'm on some like fuck you energy.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Sophie Cunningham is charismatic, man. She has personality. She's herself. And let me tell you something. The Indiana Fever have Caitlin Clark, right? You got Kelsey Mitchell with that edge type of personality on the court. Sophie Cunningham is eye candy, black belt, kicking ass, and does not hold back. So the Indiana Fever are doing things the right way because Sophie Cunningham, by signing to the Volume, which is Colin Cowherd's network, is pure gold, guys. It is pure gold. And I like the fact that she can call out Dewanna Bonner. Even as an ex-teammate, she played basketball with Dewanna Bonner, right? I believe it was under Coach White as well. But for her to keep it thoroughly honest about, you know, pretty much Dewanna saying F you, right? And how she dissed the teammate. And let me tell you something, guys. Sophie Cunningham is going to have to play the Phoenix Mercury a few more games. And to see this type of badass attitude, calling out Dewanna Bonner the way she did, when she knows she's going to have to face her again, is why I'm telling you guys, I am becoming just as a bigger fan of her as I am for Caitlin Clark, because she revealed the obvious. And if you guys haven't watched this podcast, man, Sophie Cunningham admits that she's getting fined by the WNBA because of how she's talking on her podcast. She isn't saying anything disrespectful. We do know that she said that, hey, for those who do not think that Caitlin Clark is the face of the WNBA, you're stupid as F-U-C-K. She got fined for that, which makes me think Kathy Engelberg. Why can't Sophie Cunningham expose what we already know? You see what I'm saying? It's just like these higher elite positions in the WNBA or even across sports, man. They want you to be just an athlete sometimes, but I like that Sophie Cunningham can step outside of everyone else's comfort zone because I think she's comfortable. And, expose Dewanna Bonner, who, left the Indiana Fever organization in such a hasty, nasty, form and fashion. And then Dewanna Bonner had the nerves to tweet out, when the truth is revealed, make sure those apologies are just as loud. And here you have Sophie Cunningham, who was right there throughout the whole process, pretty much admit that you left this organization in an effed up manner, right? So how do you not expect for the Indiana Fever fans to not boo you, right? It's probably going to happen again. I haven't looked at the schedule lately, but if Dewanna Bonner comes back, those boos probably will be a bit louder, unless Kathy Engelberg sends a little birdie to tell the Indiana Fever fans to be quiet or to not make any type of booing noises so that these women don't get in their feelings, right? But shout out to Sophie Cunningham, man. I really do suggest you guys go watch the whole podcast if you have not. And this just reveals more of what we already knew, that Dewanna Bonner left this situation and for her to not even acknowledge the teammates. And let me ask you guys this. What makes Dewanna Bonner a Hall of Famer? I mean, am I missing something here? Because typically when you think of Hall of Famer, whether you watch the WNBA or not, you kind of know names, right? I didn't watch the WNBA when Lisa Leslie played, when Candace Parker played, but I knew who they were. Yeah, I knew who they were. I'm being honest. Sue Bird, know who she is without having to watch the WNBA. Never heard of Dewanna Bonner being this dominant player. Have you guys let me know in the comment section. I'm not trying to be funny. What qualifies in the WNBA to be a Hall of Famer, right? She also said that Dewanna Bonner didn't like it, right? Why would you come over? I know that I know that Coach White, lured her over there in the first place. And you heard Sophie say, I was kind of surprised that she came over in the first place, because Sophie Cunningham was also with the Phoenix Mercury when Diana Taurasi and all the other women were talking shit about how they were going to show this rookie Caitlin Clark, welcome her to the WNBA, beat her ass, and show her who really runs it. So is that why Sophie Cunningham was saying, I was kind of surprised that she came? And when Dewanna Bonner came and saw that Caitlin Clark was the real deal, when she saw that she actually had to take a back seat because there's more talent elevated above her, it pissed her off. Seems like Sophie Cunningham knows exactly what we already knew. So let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.